Alright guys, so there were some questions about how to do the lab from some of my classes. I'm just going to give you an example here so you know what's going to be due tomorrow for your paper. This is Mr. Golden's physics class. So let's say that your thermal energy that you got was 0.03. Then let's say you have two partners in your group and their thermal energies were 0.04 and 0.05. Then altogether, if you add those in the calculator and divide them by 3, you're going to get an average of 0.04. So we have all these three being the 3 data points for your thermal energies, and then 0.04 being your average. X with the bar on top is the average. This would be like X1, X2, and X3. Now to plug them into the standard deviation equation. For our standard deviation equation, we have the square root of all of our x's starting first. So we have our first value would be 0.03, then minus the average, which in this case is going to be 0.04 squared, plus our next data point is 0.04. So it's going to be 0.04 minus the average, which is also 0.04 in this case, squared, plus our last data point, which is 0.05. 0.05 minus 0.04 squared. Our last step for our standard deviation formula is to divide by n minus 1. N means the number of data points you have. In this case, we have 3. So n minus 1 would be 2. So that's all you have to do. Plug in that formula, all into your calculator. Do each square, each group first, and then add them all together, divide by 2, and then square root the whole thing. That's going to give you your standard deviation. So for their final answer, it's going to be the mean, which in this case is 0.04, then plus or minus whatever standard deviation you got. I didn't calculate this out, but let's just say the standard deviation comes out to be 0.005. That's all you have to do. 0.04 plus or minus 0.005 joules for the thermal energy. That is your total thermal energy for your entire group, and everyone in your group should end up with the same value. If you have any questions, my email address is sgolden@grantbulldogs.org.